This is actually kind of disturbing here. He wanted me to watch this.
Could benefit from having a family logo. We used ours to create 3 key symbols. We shared what those symbols are with our kids, and we made swag, like they have water bottles and they have t-shirts and they have hats.
We don't put any pressure on them to display the swag or to wear that clothing.
Yeah, so the problem with, one of the problems with people, and most people are a nuisance. Most people are just really not worth knowing. A lot of those types of people view everything as a corporate entity. I was wondering why this bothered me and why they're doing this. Going to school, being brainwashed, having to get it's all about the job and the corporate ladder and the mortgage, and it all of the social currency comes back to that. And it's the only model they understand. The bureaucratic model. We have uniforms, and we have times we do things, and we have symbols representing those things that represent us and our values and what they say about us. And it is totally optional to you to wear them on Monday through Thursday, but Fridays you can wear this to school. And make sure you come back with your reports and you bring them to me, and I will check with your supervisors, who are your teachers, and make sure that you can only view life through it's a company that you have, where there's no intuition, there's no room to dream, there's no imagination, there's no impromptu to it. You're talking about swag that you made for your family that represents. Watch them talk about this.
Our kids, when they go into their closet, they will select on their own to pick a shirt with the family logo over a shirt that has a Pokemon.
So you see how she's talking? So when you arrive to work, there is an option. You can use pen or pencil. That is up to you. That is your choice. You will have to clock in. Then you get your clipboard. You have to go to your desk. Whether you go to your computer first or whether you file your reports first and then send them to me, that is entirely up to you. See the kind of speak she's doing here?
It means something real and personal to them. They have an understanding of what does it mean to be part of the Bailey family? What core values?
What does it mean to work for Walmart? What does it mean to work here for United Healthcare? And I'm looking around the office right now, and I see a lot of you kind of staring back at me, but really listen to what I'm saying. What does it mean, Melissa, what does it mean to you to work here? She's doing that with her kids at dinner. Michael, what does it mean to you to be my son? Michael, what does it mean to you to be in 4th grade? Michael, please speak up a little louder, Michael. The mashed potatoes taste like shit. Okay, well. That's fine. I agree. They do taste like shit. Mommy didn't make good mashed potatoes, and it's been noted. It'll go down in my report that I did not make that good of mashed potatoes this time. I agree. Mommy deserves to starve. Mommy's bulimia medication has not been working as of late. Mommy thinks she needs to up the dose. She's been throwing up a lot in the toilet, and I am when my eating disorder gets in the way of me cooking for you. I love you. You know that. But Mommy's been throwing up in the toilet a lot, and my teeth are rotting. And I haven't been that good of a cook lately, and thank you for making me be a better mommy. I appreciate that.
are important and at the top of the list for our family. What is expected as part of this family? It's not just a cute logo that's fun to look at. It is something that has meaning about their identity as a person that they have because they're a part of that group.
That logo, it serves, it's not something that they curated or made for themselves. It's something to turn them into cattle. Think of it like a brand you would put on a livestock, on some sort of barnyard animal that you own that lives on your farm. And you want to identify it and demark it as your property so another farmer might not take that piece of property that is now yours. That is the point of the swag. That is the swag.
Your family could benefit from having a family logo.
By the way, what is up with the split screen? Are they 1,000 feet from each other? He's a gay guy, and she's a man. This is a transition man, and this is a gay guy. These are two men that are sitting 1,000 feet away from one another in their Salt Lake City, Utah home, or wherever they are. They're in Manor, Texas, for all I know. I have no idea where these people are, but they're in a big, ugly eyesore. They're in a giant millennial gray eyesore, a huge, disgusting 3,500 square foot, just wasteland, suburban wasteland, gray, no color. I pray to God that the type of family that at least has like a cool big like fishing boat in the driveway. So you go, well, at least there's the idea of adventure, at least that's past, just having a Jeep or an FJ Cruiser. Where you go, okay, maybe they have fun on the boat. They're not having fun in there, but maybe they have fun on the boat. You take a look at these people and you realize that they are the ghosts that haunt their own homes. They don't even realize it. They're the specter. They're phantoms. They don't know. They don't think they're dead though, because they have 401ks. Well, how can I be dead if I max out my Roth IRA every year? See, so you think money means you're living. Here's why. Let me explain to you why fiat currency and money in general are Satan's chains that are slaving you to the material world. Sit down, point your fake tits at me, sir. And sir, please look at me. Let me tell you something. You both of you work for the devil, and I'm on to both of you. And this would be so crazy if they ever saw me saying any of this. They'd be like, dude, relax. We just make t-shirts for our kids. Why are you doing this? We just have swag for our kids. Why are you attacking us like this? I'm like, no. It's Satanism. But I'm right. I feel like I'm vindicated on this one. This is not a family. It's the Addams family. These people are ghouls. They're dead. They're vampires. This is the Devil Town. These are the devils in the Devil Town. These people have fangs. They drink blood. Is this the best consumerism has to offer? Dressing up your kids in family swag that they are like they work at a startup for you? Fuck you. They don't owe you anything. You had them. You grow up. These types of families, the kids are always more mature than the parents. The kids owe you nothing. When slavery was abolished, people like my great-great-grandfather, my great-grandfather had a lot of kids, one of them being my grandfather since passed. Rest in peace, Don. He told my dad that his dad had a lot of kids because after slavery was abolished, to get people to work on the farm for free, you'd have as many kids as possible. And the woman really had no say in it. It was a man's world. It was a man's world. See that clip of Trump playing golf to It's a Man's World? It does kind of kick ass. He's a pedophile, and an Israeli slave. But my granddaddy on the Estacado Plains in Comancheria, as they call it, as soon as he turned 16, he left home because his father made him work his fingers to the bones. To nubs. He was a cruel man, and he did not care for family, really. These are the words of my grandfather, and my grandfather became a wild man. He drank very hard. He joined the Air Force. He went AWOL many times. He would go wander into some village and come back. I think this was Korea. I'm not really sure. And then he would come back, and they'd be like, Avery, where were you? And there was a story where my granddaddy went missing. He went AWOL for a couple of weeks, and he came back like with one shoe. They're like, Avery, where were you? And he did this to his officer. He just did one of these. He entered as a private, and he left as a private, and I'm proud of him for that. But he was a wild man. He was a wild, wild man, probably because of and I'm not trying to use therapy terms, and I'm not trying to be, whatever about it, but I'm just saying he was born into slavery. That's the generation of, I had you, now you owe me. They don't owe you anything. No one owes you anything. I do agree with that line James Earl Jones delivers in Fences of, you make sure people do right by you. I agree with that. But nobody owes you anything. Your wife doesn't owe you anything. Boss doesn't owe you anything. No one owes you anything. No one. Your kids sure as shit don't owe you anything. You better be good to them, and you better do right by them because you brought them into this world. So you better sacrifice as much as you can to make sure that they're happy, that they're provided for, that they feel loved, that they feel secure, so they can go off and do the things they need to do to discover who they are. They're not you. There's somebody else. And if you do all those things right and you create that foundation for them to go off and keep coming back and go off and come back, go fail and come back, and know they have that security, that foundation, that net that they can fall back into, then they can thrive. Then they can flourish. Then they can see sights that you've never seen. We build higher and higher and higher. That's the goal. You want them to ascend, however that looks for them. Swag. You're going to brand your kids? I mean, just call them livestock. Just call them slave 1, 2, 3, and 4. Under my rules, you're going to do this and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, if you have to say that to your kids, it's because they have no respect for you because you're these two. Because you're these two bozos right here. You're raising them in a gray world, a gray house, in an eyesore, in a gray suburbia. Sit in traffic like all the other kids. And all that school shit, having them separated from you at a very early age, that's only for the empire. That is only for war. That is only for the nation state. That is a total mind control thing. That goes all the way back to Sparta. Get a charter school and send your kids to school 2 to 3 days if you can a week. This Sending them where they're away from you all day and you never see them, that's I don't think that's the way to go. That's my personal decision on it, but look, I'm not trying to get too specific on the details. What I'm saying is, I mean, would you respect these people? Would you respect these people if they were your parents? If these two were your parents right here? Look at the Apple Watch. Look at them setting up the ring light and the phone and taking and making a video in the living room while you're playing Fortnite or like masturbating in the bathroom. Is this, and you just hear them doing their dumb, honey, take it again, but this time say this, and you go, I hate them so much. I hate them. They're no fun. These people are no fun. They're no fun. They don't smile. They don't have fun. They have an Instagram account where they treat their family like a business. You're not the Kardashians. No one's watching your sex tape. Maybe some people are, but I mean, you know what I mean. Is this the disastrous consequences of reality TV being so popular? I got to generate cash flow, and my number one brand is my last name, the Baileys. What do? Well, he works at a company and I work at a company. Okay, so those are companies. You don't have a company. You have an Instagram account. Shut the fuck up. I made it 5 seconds into this video. Oh, Utah. Knew it. Utah. I said Salt Lake at the beginning.
Stars to create 3 key symbols. We shared what those symbols.
Yes, this is these people's family tree. It resembles like a LinkedIn page. Your uncle went to work for this energy company, and your grandfather worked for this pharmaceutical. That's what they care about. That kind of stuff. No one's had an original thought in 3 generations.
Are with our kids, and we made swag, like they have water bottles and they have t-shirts and they have hats.
We don't put any pressure on them to display the swag or to wear that clothing.
I hope they do like In Cold Blood shit to you. I'm kidding, but you get, it's like, why did Nick Reiner stop? Because there's something happened that you don't know about. No, it's because Nick Reiner was smoking weed. Yeah, maybe. I've also heard a lot of stories about the Hollywood occult and the incestual stuff that goes on. So I'm not gonna assume Rob Reiner was an angel for even a second. Not for a second. Nope. If your son stabs you 150 times, it's possible he was a violent schizophrenic. It's possible you made him a violent schizophrenic. It's also possible he was just getting revenge. For all those dark days in the cages. I'll just leave it at that. So, honey, here's your swag. Here's your water bottle swag and your towel swag and your t-shirt swag. Just the 13-year-old just squeezing a knife behind his back. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm not going to do the opening to Halloween. I'm not going to do the Michael Myers thing right now. I'm not going to go upstairs and kill my sister.
But our kids, when they go into their closet, they will select on their own to pick a shirt with the family logo over a shirt that has a Pokemon because it means something real and personal to them. They have an understanding of what does it mean to be part of the Bailey family.
Let them be kids. They shouldn't be thinking about what it means to be in your stupid... What does it mean that I came out of mom's pussy? I don't know, that you're likely to be retarded like her. That's actually what it likely means. We hope you don't turn out like her, but the meaning is in the playing. The meaning is in the doing. The meaning is in the experiences, their friends, and in learning stuff and figuring stuff out and fail. The most important part is failing. It's the only way you learn is through failure. Failure, failure, failure. You want them to feel this like deep sense of shame if they fail because then they look down and they see their hoodie and it says the Bailey's TM, the Bailey's logo. And they go, I let my family down. I'll make sure I never fail again. And then they become boring because they become afraid. They don't listen to themselves. They don't search that intuitive pool of ideas. And then they don't listen to that voice anymore because you turned them into something to be shepherded. You turned them into cattle. Congratulations. You are livestock, and now your kids are livestock.
What core values are important and at the top of the list for our family? What is expected as part of this family? It's not just a cute logo that's fun to look at. It is something that has meaning about their identity as a person that they have because they're a part of that group.
Every family could benefit from having a family.
What sort of core values does it say to you that you are on lithium? If you're that husband, see, she made him get that high and tight haircut, that like Macklemore kind of where they shave all the way up to the line. What is that? I went to too many barbershops where I would tell them exactly what I want, and then they would give me that, and I'd be like, God damn, I'm not a moron. I'm not a moron that wants that type of cut. I would always explain traditional, like here, and I would show them. I would even show them pictures. They would always just go right up to the thing. They did it so many times that I actually just learned how to cut my own hair, and I've been cutting it for 5 or 6 years now. Probably saves a lot of money on haircut. I can cut my hair every 2 weeks, but he has that cut, the moronic cut. The cut that I've never liked that haircut. Never liked it. Always hate it. I judge people as if they have it. If I can see the little split hairs between your hairline and then they're really long there and you have to keep swooping it over, immediate, I'm not listening to anything you say. I'm writing you off as a human being entirely. I think, not only do I think little of you, I think nothing of you. I judge people by their haircuts all the time. All the time. There's very specific haircuts where I go, nope. Nope. Go away. Certain haircuts I see, I go, bug. 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 Bug, 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 bug. When I'm walking through an airport, I judge people by their consumer decisions. I judge them by how they travel. I judge them by most of all, I judge them by their hair. Bug, 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 bug. It works 100% of the time because it's a conscious decision to get your hair cut a certain way. It says volumes about you. This guy, that haircut tells me that the wife wants it. I think he goes to her salon to get his haircut. Already, you got no ball. If you're doing that, if you're going to your wife's salon lady to get this cut, this is the haircut that a woman would give a man. It sucks. It sucks ass. It's a lesbian cut. It's an orange is the new black type of cut. It stinks. It says to me you make none of the decisions in your household and you outsource all of your thinking to your wife who sucks. You have no balls. You're on lithium or you're on some sort of cocktail of I don't know why I keep saying lithium. He's on a cocktail of antidepressants because he's gay and he hasn't enjoyed any of the fruits of this, labor. It's a labor. It's a labor, but no fruits. It's a fruitless labor. It's beyond a dead bedroom. It's a cadaver. It's a cadaver with a fleshlight in it. It's so dead. This millennial gray, it's just they think their house is nice because it's big. It's actually the opposite. It sucks because it's big. Oh, wow, I love this house. It takes me 45 seconds to walk from the living room couch to the fridge. I love that. I go, God, when I'm in my house, I go, it takes so little time to get from the fridge to the couch. I wish I had to take 100 steps to get a Coke. Oh, God, if I was rich and I had to get on a Lime scooter to go from my living room to the kitchen. Are you fucking kidding me? God, what I would do to have that kind of money. To get on an electric scooter. To go get a Coke. Like I'm going to the store. Oh, God, I wish everything was gray. No color. The walls in this house, the couch, the floors, everything, it's the color of her labia. I'm not trying to be... I'm not trying to go blue here. That's just a reality. That's a reality. You ever put a steak? Your steak went bad in the fridge. Cheap steak. Put it in the trash. Taking it out to the trash a few days later, you get an eye on it. You go, woof. That's what we're working with here with Miss Bailey. God. God damn, man. That sucks. Who submitted that? Fuck you. Whoever submitted that, fuck you. Refine Maddie, fuck you. Oh, my Duolingo app is telling me I'm gonna miss a thing. Duolingo, I'm trying to learn German. I'm going to, I can't tell you why yet, but I'm going to need to learn, be very proficient at German. It has nothing, there's no political reasons to learn German. I'm just telling you I have to, for private reasons, I have to learn German now.